Hello, physics students. Today we are going to be working on a virtual lab simulation, connecting potential energy and kinetic energy. If you look below this video, there will be a link to a simulation on the Physics Classroom website, which is what you see on the right side of my screen. On the left side of my screen, I currently have open our energy packet. I'm open to page 10 because that is where we're going to start the lab and collect some data. Then in true interactive notebook style, the left side, or page 9, odd numbers, is going to be used for our processing or our analysis of that data, okay? So our input is going to be the data that we are finding. So then once you're on that interactive, you're going to press the top left corner in order to make it full screen so it's a little easier to see what you're working with. Then you'll notice there's a couple different options. You can choose loops, bumps, or a ramp. Basically what this simulation is a roller coaster, and we can manipulate the track in any way that we want. Something that you are able to do is click on these gray circles and move the track however you would like. So that's kind of cool and something that you can go ahead and play around with. Then what you're going to do when you are ready to begin your actual data collection, you are going to reset your ramp by just clicking on the top word ramp so that you've got a nice straight ramp. Then you are going to go ahead and drag the bottom of the ramp so that the gray line is touching one of those horizontal blue lines. And then you're going to do the same thing with the top of our ramp. Drag it so that it is touching. If it becomes unresponsive, you just have to go ahead and refresh your page. I'm not sure why that happens once in a while, but it does happen. So you're going to go ahead, drag it so that that gray line is touching one of those horizontal lines. You can do whatever you'd like in between. It's not going to affect our data. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to count how many lines up the roller coaster is starting, so the left end of our ramp. So I'm going to count, I am 1 block, 2 blocks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks up. And then I'll notice over in my data table that it says the number of vertical blocks times a scale of 6.5. Each block is 6.5 meters tall. Is going to give me my initial vertical height. So how tall am I? All right. Then it wants to know the initial velocity. I'm going to look down in the left corner, right above the start and step buttons. You will see that it says speed, 0 meters per second. That's going to be your initial velocity. Okay. You're going to do the same thing for the right side. You're going to look at the bottom of your ramp. You're going to count how many blocks up you are. Mine, I put at 1 block up. Again, using the 6.5 meters per block rule, I'm going to multiply that and figure out the height of the end of my cart's ramp. Then I'm going to go ahead and press the start button in the bottom left corner. Let my roller coaster do its thing. Then once it gets to the bottom, I will again take that speed number and I will fill it into my data table. All right, that is all of the data you're going to be collecting. It's pretty simple. I have given you a mass of the cart since that is not something that you can figure out on your own. And then you're going to go ahead and use this data on page 9. All right, so I will let you go ahead and collect some data. Good luck.